Clint Cosgrove, Rivals national analyst, here with Miles McVay out of East St. Louis High School. Miles, how are you doing today, bud?
I'm doing fine. Ready to get to work, ready to win MVP. I'm just trying to do what Miles does on the field.
Do what Miles does. Let's talk about the latest in your recruitment, your top teams. Let's start with Missouri. Since Coach Drink has gotten there, the trend has kind of changed with Luther going there and everything. Just give me your thoughts on Missouri.
I really like Missouri. Coach Drink, amazing coach. Coach Johnson, amazing coach. Of course, it's in the home state, Missouri. I'm from St. Louis, and then with Luther going there, it just makes it even better. Tyler and LD are also there. Mookie's there. I've been knowing them my whole life, so it's kind of like a family atmosphere. Who wouldn't want to go to college and be around family? I would say kind of like the big things that's kind of pulling me towards there. And who wouldn't want to be a hometown hero? As Luther would say.
No question. As Luther would say. He
Yeah.
sells you on that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How about Alabama? I know you're big on Alabama. What are your thoughts on, the Tide and just your experience down there, Coach Saban and all of that?
My experiences with the Tide, I would say, were kind of amazing. It was kind of up in the air. When I was getting down there, watching them practice, kind of sold me on the school, made me put them in my top schools. Just watching them practice, it kind of reminded me of going to East Side. Coach Saban and Coach Sunk, I wouldn't say they act almost alike, but they about the same. They gonna push you and get it up out of you. And then you see Coach Sunk turn me from the little soft freshman I was to who I am now. I probably wouldn't be here without him, so I kind of like that they kind of similar with each other. I would say just being around the best, practicing with the best, that only makes you better. Kind of some of the things that sold me. The school itself was beautiful. I would say the old brick buildings really got to my dad, 'cause, he used to be an architect.
Okay.
So he was kind of looking at the buildings.
Yeah.
So he was talking about this, so it kind of got to him a little bit.
Yeah, and the stadium's surrounded by basically a neighborhood, and it's
Yeah.
all those brick buildings. That's pretty cool. I know Oregon is another school that you're very interested in. Tell me about what draws you to Oregon and your thoughts on Oregon as a program.
A few things that draw me towards Oregon, I would say, would be the opportunities with everybody probably coaching in the league, playing in the league, or having some ties to the league. As a player, of course, that's the end goal. I haven't worked this hard just not go there. So to have the whole coaching staff have some kind of connection or anything would kind of intrigue me. Coach Clem and Coach V, funniest guys ever. Two great personalities that you want to be around. And then, of course, Coach Clem got a son, and we cool. We kind of tight right now. I'm going to play him in NCAA 14 one day. So hopefully by the time when I do get down there, 23 will be out, so I can whoop him with my own character.
Hey, they better have the 23 out by then.
Yeah.
2014, I was thinking I might be in that game, but that's about 13 years later, so I guess not.
Yeah.
Michigan State, right? That's another one for you?
Yeah, Michigan State's a big one right now. Coach Tuck and my dad, and here's something funny. They got off the phone and they were talking about taxes. They talked for an hour worth about taxes and NIL. But I would say Michigan State. They on the come up. It's kind of like catch them before they reach the top. So if you kind of want to be a part of that, kind of want to start building with them before they make it, so look like you're hopping on the bandwagon a little bit. But I would say great. I would say every school I talk to has coaches that I kind of gravitate towards, great personalities. I would say Coach Cap. In previous years, Michigan State hasn't always had the most athletic, so him teaching technique is kind of a big thing. And I would say since I'm pretty athletic and him teaching technique and kind of refining that will make me an amazing player. So I would kind of say those are kind of the things that push me towards them. I haven't really hung around the players like that to kind of get a feel of the school. But I take my OV on the 17th, so
Okay.
I take
All
my
right.
OV on the 17th, so I might get a chance to be around and see how they are. Who knows? Might be go Spartans.
You'll have a good old time.
Oh, yeah.
Coach Tucker played for my dad in college.
For real?
He did at
yeah.
Wisconsin. I know a lot of people don't like to talk about this, and you don't have to if you don't want to, but, you talked about NIL. What is your opinion on the NIL? Is it going to affect your decision, and how do you see it? Because you're close with a lot of the top guys. How is it affecting kids' decisions when they come, when it comes time to make a choice for them?
I don't really want to speak on everybody else. I'm going to leave that to them. But I would say, I mean, no and yes. I mean, of course, you want to get paid while you got it.
Yep.
You know, college going to get everything out of you, so why not try to get what you can out of them? But I wouldn't say it's not the be-all. I'm money. I mean, that contract in the NFL going to be way better than the little change you making here. But like I said earlier, of course you want to have it. So I wouldn't say it's affected me and where I want to go. Of course, I'm going to get what I can out of it. Don't think that.
It's always in the back of your mind, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be the deciding factor.
No. At the end of the day, I want to go to a school that's going to better me, I feel comfortable at, and that's going to get me where I want to be in the long run. Money doesn't play a big factor, for real. So I would say that's kind of my opinions and thoughts and opinions.
Man, so good to see you.
Oh, yeah.
We first met in 8th grade. When he was an 8th grader, I don't even know if you've grown, you've developed, but you were this big back then.
Yeah.
You weren't muscled up like this.
Yeah, that's that 4 years of Eastside weight room.
Hey,
you right.
Coach Sunk will get after you now.
Yeah, that's the funniest and best high school coach you'll ever see.
No, he's great, man.
Yeah, I'm calling it right now, top 5 all time.
Hey, I don't disagree.
He top 5. He one of the best.
I don't disagree. Miles McVay, thank you for your time, buddy. And we look forward to you getting after it today, man.
Yes, sir.